For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za. Right, iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. Hello and welcome to the Easter weekend of football. It also coincides with the CAF Champions League. Now, we are in the very serious stages of the Champions League. Tonight, Al Ahly is playing against Simba from Tanzania, and the other teams as well will be playing throughout the weekend. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be watching Sundowns in Tanzania visiting Young Africans. Young Africans were in the final of the Confederations Cup last year. They lost to USM Alger. So they've been serious. Last year they were in the final of the Confederations Cup. This year they are in the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League. So now Bobaya Pagami Young Africans showing that they are serious about CAF competitions. As always, Sundowns will always find themselves here in the quarterfinals and the semifinals of the Champions League. Last year they lost to Wydad Casablanca in the semifinals through an own goal by Mutubi Mvala. However, they redeemed themselves maybe in the CAF African Football League in that they won the tournament. Now, the question is this Sundowns' year? Can they be able to dismiss Young Africans and every other nemesis that they meet in order for them to win the CAF Champions League for the second time in their history and for the first time since 2016? Junior Khanye, analyst, I can see you are not in Moria. You are here. Maybe you might need to answer that. Why are you here instead of in Moria? Driver Mozambique, people are coming from Mozambique, Malawi to go to Moria, and you are here.
Yes, sir. Justice.
Justice.
Monu yellow pona tishazi. Mbuliso Benedict Sovilagas. Bafetu kunjani keep on supporting iDiskiTV, fighting no one try to fix South African. Boboni last number le emzimkhetho. No athina nkululeko maningwenya yethu. Ayikasifuleli kule amuzwayo yabona. Yeah, angithi kuvulelele lejuba ngapha. So marisonte li-1 lele. So mina uyazi ngapha kustamara inkonzo e-1. So thina ingwenye ithe ngoba le uyazi izoMamelodi icala ukuthi no. Bathi ungavula le ndoda izositshela nje nathi besilindile ukuthi izosho ukuthi izani mara ayikasho next yeah. But iChurch of yasilivulile ama-church haya. So yeah, wena upapatisiwe mfethu ufanele ukubuza. Angithi ingwenye ikubizile indirect. You are a spiritual person last number. iDiskiTV Sion my brother. Yeah, thanks for asking. I calculate next week. Our showcase is Piri. Yeah.
All right. Difficult weekend for Young Africans. Actually, last year they came in South Africa with semi-final Confed, Bashai Marumo Gallants, and then they went to the final, but they never won last year. This year they've gone on by qualifying like CAF Champions League, which is the main tournament, and they are now finding themselves quarterfinal. First leg tomorrow. It's in Tanzania. Siyezwa ukuthi Sundowns, they brought their own private jet, they bought their own food, but in Al Ahly nayo ize nokudla kwabo ngoba bazwile kwi Johannesburg Galaxy ukuthi the time by Tanzania, but babadabule ngepoison in. So they advised Al Ahly and Sundowns ukuthi bring your own food. Let's talk about Sundowns. How important is it for them to finally win again? When you look at them, what will stop them from winning? And maybe look at the game as well tomorrow. What kind of game do you expect to see?
Credit to the Dr. Petrus Motsepe as well, taking care of his team.
Yeah.
Flies on a private jet. Players need to be happy. Yeah. There's no team without players, ever. And also there's no team without technical team. So credit to chairman. But ulaleli last number na indawe nasiziyona. Yeah, uyalalela. Akuzohamba kahle mangazikokobetse kanje. Yeah. Kuleko mana pia the chance last in Tanzania, remember?
Oh yes.
When I was with 18 men's 05 men's, I mean to say that's such a mean cutting finals. Kule festival, first tech. Yeah, I watched them training. Babuni de la bachita. Those are two big teams. Simba nabo.
Yeah, Africans.
Yes. They are trying by all means. There are a couple of international players we are outside Gomanyama country. Play like Mashatsi Makudubel, I think is there.
Oh, yes, is there, yes.
Yeah, but playing against one of the best team in Africa as a continent. Players understand the coach. Nkuluma Ngurulani is young, too ambitious. Ingwenye ifuna ukuyina ngasonke isikhathi enendlela edlala ngazo ngayo and ama players who understand these players they did very well manje ngikhuluma ngomkwena Mshishi ku national team against Algeria on top of their game these two. So Kekan as well. It's going to be difficult for young Africans. I know they've been progressing very well, especially kule cup nami ngibabonile kwenye kune game engababona kuyo ngikhona le badlala yabona official game ngikhuluma ngiseTanzania ngababukela. I went there ukuthi ngicela ubabukele ngoba ibhola besele lona that festival beyine football. So I think they brought players who can compete, especially international, but thinking ayabo equality Sundowns nabo is not the same, and I don't think they are so experienced than Sundowns kule cup. This is the first time I'm sure bazithola la bazithola khona. If not, ngoba ngiyakhumbula after iMaromo Gallants, I think they were knock off if azange badlule ku quarter, azange bameet quarter, angisakhumbuli kahle, but akusi team that can meet can respond against Sundowns. Mayibuza ama questions Sundowns. It's going to be a good game, especially in Tanzania. People love football in Tanzania, especially by Tanzania Sundowns. I heard there.
Oh yeah, they know Sundowns. I remember there was one game Sundowns kule season. Bebedlala ku neutral venue in Tanzania. I can't remember against which team. And the live, I was watching it on the internet. The broadcast, I could hear that they were singing the name of Bayibiza ukuthi Mamelodi. Actually, they don't call it Sundowns. Bayibiza ukuthi Mamelodi as a nickname, but it seems as though Sundowns njengoba idominate ku African continent, iprofile yayo ikhuphukile. There are a lot more teams in Africa that are aware, nations in Africa that are aware about the Sundowns. What do you expect Sundowns, because we've seen them in the last 4 years, Mabaya Morocco, in any other country, they go there arrogant, playing their own football. Bashaya Al Ahly, Bashaya Boma Wydad, with their own football dominating. Do you think they will continue to dominating play on the ball?
Yeah, I'm actually not changing. If bazodlala ne Al Ahly or Wydad Morocco and playing the same, building up, gumene build up, badlale ngama department lemidlalo. Break yona iwithat or Al Ahly Cairo or le Morocco kulego, it means they can beat anyone. I mean those are two big giants in African football, but they play the way they want. So if philosophy about no changing identity, are they gonna dominate young Africans? Bona they will never get. I don't think they will. Yes, they will create chances. Good about moment, but not. Sundowns will always dominate, and I see Sundowns winning 2-0. It's showcased. I don't think they will score young Africans.
All right. Well, that's the end of the video then, if you think that that's going to be that. And anyways, to be fair, I do understand Uguti, young Africans obviously is not on the same level as Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, let me ask you one last question. This is quarterfinal. The next step is semi-final and final. So there are 2 more steps. Do you think this is Sundowns' year? When you've looked at them, we haven't followed them too much this year. We want to start following them from the most important round, which is quarterfinal, hopefully semi-final, hopefully final. Do you think this could be their year?
No, I don't think they will win the Champions League. International, they make silly mistake, especially defensive when the goalkeeper, Kulmango Bafana. Ronan can't make those mistakes, especially game Besidlali Algeria. It's not the first time he's doing the same mistake. International, Mazofagi Pola Parat, I don't have a problem to put the ball inside if you'll trust Unumkoena Labor or whoever, but international will punish you. So I think they're going to be let down by a mistake, especially the back. Ronan, one of the best goalkeeper, but a mistake. They want to let them down. Meaning, one about to go final. Yeah, final. They want to lose.
All right, there you go. We'll see if they do go to the extent of the final. But the one thing you can trust with Sundowns is that over the past 5, 6, 7 years, you will find them quarterfinal, semi-final, quarterfinal, semi-final, quarterfinal, and they won the AFL as well. So they are a reliable team insofar as, what do you expect in the semi-final? You expect Al Ahly, usually they will be there. You expect usually Wydad Casablanca to be there. I think they're already out. Sundowns is also another one, an African giant, really. Those are the 3 teams mainly in the past 5 years that you'll expect in the semi-final. So maybe, just maybe, you'll see them in the final this year. But first, they have to deal with the small matter of going to Tanzania. And that's not a small matter. They have to still go to Tanzania. They already are there, of course, and get a result there. Whatever the result is, it's not the end of the world, because next week we'll be covering the second leg of that same fixture, because all of these rounds are 2 legs. Quarterfinal, semi-final, final. All of these rounds will be 2 legs, home and away. So we'll see whether or not this is Sundowns' year. You let us know in the comment section. Do you think this is Sundowns' year? And of course, I know that there will be a few people from Tanzania Tanzania who are watching this episode. What do you think about young Africans? Do you think they stand a chance? We know Simba as a big team in Tanzania, in that in the last 5 years, they've always been maybe quarterfinal of the CAF Champions League predominantly, and they are playing tonight against Al Ahly. What do you think about young Africans? Are they going to be able to defeat Sundowns or maybe make it difficult for Sundowns? Let us know in the comment section. We are iDiskiTV. We're sponsored by WSP.co.za, and of course we have a newspaper, a digital paper. It's called iDiski Times. You go to iDiskiTimes.co.za. Thank you very much for watching us.